repeat itself at all. We are in a very, very dangerous stage. I say a very dangerous stage in this struggle. And it is almost coming to an end of the beginning. Very complicated word, end of the beginning. So, yes, we want people to stay and stick to what they have, the sacrifice they have made in this government, so that nobody will be removed and nobody will be suspended. Everybody have done well, and I have been looking at the positive side of everyone instead of taking the negative side. Like I've said, a lot of things have gone wrong, which could have propelled suspension of many people here. But I'm not looking at the time where we're very strict in what we do. You know, there was a time for that, and now we are more interested in the input and the result of each and every one of us, not the negative part of it and all that. But let it not be that everybody will feel that now we are relaxed, we have crossed the time of suspension and all that. My brother, my sister, believe me, I can do and undo for this struggle and for this Biafra to come. So do not think that you are in a position where you can now control the media and you can do anyhow with any staff appointed by the government, including yourself. So this particular one is going to you directly. You must respect the other authorities in this government as a minister of communication.
Prime Minister,
and that has happened. So that has happened severally. You know that in the space, for example, in the space, when I am supposed to be ending my space when I have a meeting, you will start asking questions. And you know that the way I ended space last time was not really good. I didn't end it very well. Because when I was told you that I have 2 minutes to go, that was when you started asking me questions.
You blame me?
Yes. Yes, in the last
was I even in the last space to the end?
No,
when the network was bad?
Jerry, were you there?
It's not me. It's not me that asked you the last question. It's not me.
Jerry, were you there?
Jerry was there. It's not me that asked you the last question.
Was it not Sonny? It was
It's
Sonny
not
now.
me. It's not me.
Yeah, you know, Sonny have a title that you don't know. Sonny have a title I call Ekpa one of Biafra land. So
after the program, after I told him that I have 2 minutes, right? And then somebody asked question within that 2 minutes, and then I was answering that question. After answering that question, Sonny now started, he started building up the, question.
I just wanted to add more market to it, sir.
And then I allowed him to build that question. He built it. And then when he finally released the question, and I told him, I am sorry, my time is up. That was what I answered him, and I left. So it's not supposed to be like that. And then the other time when I was supposed to end the program, you started bombarding me with questions, which I answered from beginning to the end. Right? So these are the things that, yes.
Sorry for that one. I would know when your question should come. You know, if you are the one that is always giving room to that. When I want to bring the program down, you will still extend the time again. And then Biafrans want to fire on. You will extend. It comes with the spirit now. The day that
now
that same spirit when you descend on me now.
And again,
that same spirit when you descend on me now.
Yeah, and again, if I have a meeting that it may be, if I have a meeting that is started, if it is just me that say, okay, the program is going to end, that's when I can extend it. But when I have a meeting, I don't want to miss that meeting, so I have to end it. But if I don't have a meeting that I just say this program is going to end, maybe in 2 minutes time, and then the spirit comes and I go with the flow, then it's a different thing. But when I have a meeting, I cannot leave the people that I have already agreed that I'm going to have a meeting with, and then I will start answering questions when the program should be ended. So if the next time, if I am on the space and there is a question that you want Biafrans to hear that address, you start early. It becomes like a question and answer program of the official government in exile. You can ask your question early before any other person, not when I am saying the time is up and then you will come in with your bombardment of questions and all that.
PM, that is copied. You have just explained many things here and given room to the cabinet members to say things, and then you understand the way they should have been. But if the cabinet members don't have this opportunity to talk to themselves, how will issues be clarified? I have no cabal, and I did not call anybody to put me up to write anything. Now, if we are in a program, you said here every department have to work collectively, and they have what they are doing to have one equal result. If we are in a program, and the COS is in charge, that's, you are just telling us now. You never told us all this before, and we are just hearing it now. And we accept it now that we have had it. Now, if the COS is to shut down the program based on the program that they had at hand, we the media team, were not even part of the people that drafted the program. We are just to carry on the program and then let it go the way it's going and then control everything and bring it to the end. Isn't it nice that the COS will now communicate with the media team and say, okay, we have to make changes, this has to be done, we have to set this down and then bring this down. And then you yourself, PM, have carried phone several times and then call your media team and say, we make changes there, we make changes there, we do this and do that. The reason why I wrote what I wrote is because people's hands were up already. And when I wrote what I did not write it to go and bring fury, because I did not know whether there were cabals anywhere or there were no cabals. And all the cabals talking and people that had issues with people that you just said here, I'm hearing it for the first time.
Okay,
so
but you saw what I'm talking about, right? You can see.
I saw what you're talking about. But so if I did not bring up an issue that the entire cabinet needs to resolve, will we come to this point so that we have to resolve issues? Because here now we hear different things that we did not even know, and we have been able to make amends and then move on. All I'm saying is we carry everybody along.
Listen, Sonny, there is nothing else that you are hearing here today other than that COS coordinate official meetings of the government.
No, PM, we have had other things. Though. We have had other things about the people that had
like what?
People that had issues.
That one you should already know because we have treated this thing.
No, we don't know all government. Like you said, many of us don't know. So we are hearing it for the first time, and you are already making us to know that the COS should take any decision when you are not there without any consultation to anybody. And we are accepting it now.
That is wrong. Again, you are misinterpreting me. Or, that's completely wrong. I did not say that.
Okay, put it correctly for me, please.
What I said is that if we are in a public function, the COS coordinate the event. It is not that COS can give decisions in my absence. I didn't say that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Can I talk?
Yes, go ahead.
Now, I want it to bring it to the notice of everybody, 46 of us here, that Ngozi has destroyed me in the presence of our Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi. My brothers and sisters, anybody can go back.
If you have anything against Ngozi Arabeze,
I am saying it right now, sir.
Because no, we don't want to hear. I have seen your message where you say this evil woman. Did you say it or not?
What?
I have read a message where you wrote this evil woman.
Prime Minister, you just mentioned to our finance minister that there was an issue that was resolved last year, 2 years ago. And you asked him not to bring it up again today. This issue you are talking happened in 2023.
Was it resolved?
Of course.
Where?
It was resolved. I threatened to take him to CRC, which I never did. I spoke to Imam Madhab. He spoke to me.
Do you know the reason I am bringing that thing up?
So
listen now. The reason I'm bringing that thing up is because it is you and Ruby who have issue with Ngozi Arabeze.
I don't have any issue.
No, listen now. That was responded. And if you go and read your message, can we read your message on the forum to know what you wrote?
Right now, that's exactly what I want to read.
Okay, can you read the message?
Number one, before I read this message, I didn't see what Sonny wrote.
So what were who were you responding to?
Thank you. I never saw what Sonny wrote. Never. I have never been there. I was in that forum for 4 hours. Then I left, went to shopping. When I came back, I entered through Twitter. I wasn't inside again. So when all these things were happening, I was not in the Zoom. I was outside the Zoom.
So what did you write in the forum?
Thank you, sir. God bless you. So when I came back here, I saw the first message I saw was that of Obataobie. And then I saw that of Reverend Steve is here. I saw his own. And then I looked, I saw 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who and who?
Because he wrote, if you are not happy, go to CRC. If you are not, to various people. I now came down here and I wrote this. I said, I think we are adults and we need to resolve our issues by ourselves. Let's keep the CRC for issues that is beyond our control. My honest assessment here is that many of us have called for calm. And one of the persons that called for calm was Apostle Steve. Many of us have called for calm. Let's work with unity and love. In unity, we can achieve much. And Biafra will be a better place for us to live. My prayer is that none of us will be missing in the land of Biafra. We will all enter Biafra land with joy and happiness. This is the only thing I wrote.
All right. Okay.
Only.
So, but you did not read what was going on. You just jump in.
No, I did. I told you why I wrote this. Why I wrote this was several go and report in CRC. Go and report in CRC. Go and report in CRC.
Okay. You did not see the reason why. Go and report to the CRC. You didn't see it, only the CRC that you saw.
He was addressing people. He was calling them, she was calling them by their names.
So you did not bother.
She called Oge, she called Amobi, she called several people.
So you did not bother to go and read. So you did not bother to go and read. You did not bother to go and read why she is responding.
Yeah, allow me to talk. Because
I'm asking you, I want to clarify something now, because you can't just jump into a program, into a platform and start commenting. I am asking you, when somebody is saying go and report to CRC, he did not bother to go and see what she is responding to and why that particular discussion come on board, and then you went straight and you don't want to read. You did not read Sonny. Please, Nena, let me address you, please. You know, it is very, very it sounds very, very untrue and unrealistic that you jump into a platform and then you didn't read any Sonny message.
Only I missed it because she removed it.
Only that one. Okay.
Only others I read them.
Okay. Now you're okay, all right. Now I can understand you now.
I didn't read Sonny because she has already deleted it. Okay. Now, this my people, 46 people here. I have never had any cabal with anybody. Greeting everybody here whenever I come in. Ruby is like any other person. I don't know how you can form a cabal with one person. It can never happen. I want everybody here to know that I don't want anything anymore in the presence of PM because Ngozi has destroyed me. I did nothing for Ngozi, nothing.
You see, that
at
is
my age, PM, I am ready to leave. I'm ready to leave.
Why do you think that Ngozi have destroyed you?
Because she keep calling you and say, look at you now, sir. Calling me, telling me that I'm writing a lot of things. Only one thing I wrote, to call for calm. Prayed for everybody. And ended it with, you say,
all right.
How did this thing become evil?
Now let me tell you that
calling my name 100 times.
Now let me tell you that the COS never called me about you. The comment I made now was the comment that I made because of this message you sent. And I did not have the time to read everything everybody wrote there. You know, I saw Nena, I saw Ruby, I saw Nena, I saw Ruby. The only person I read his comment, which was forwarded to me, was Sonny. And then I read Minister Oge's comment. I didn't have time to go and read it. I only see that you people are responding.
Yeah.
So if this is what you wrote, then I am sorry for dragging you out. So
only for calm.
I am sorry for dragging you out. That COS did not call me.
That we are going to enter Biafra in unity.
You know, one thing is that listen, COS did not call me.
I am not happy. PM, I'm not happy with you.
All right.
You have biased me.
All right. If you're not happy with me, you can go. You can go if you're not happy with me. I'll just apologize.
I will not go because this agitation is not for anybody.
All right. So
for my children and my
grandchildren. I'm apologizing to you, right?
He pushed me up.
Sorry. PM has just apologized to you. Please, just let's be calm. We understand how everybody.
All right. I'm gonna be honest, please. And I will remove you, Nena. I'm going to mute yourself. I'll remove you, Nena.
Yes, good evening, my PM.
Good evening.
And all the cabinet members here, please. Before I go into my own anger, I will address whatever every other person has said. Let me just make my own contribution into it. First of all, I think that Ngozi was very wrong. Yes, I understand what you explained, PM. But if you were there in that program, the reason why everybody is reacting here, I'm getting feedback. Am I wrong? I don't know if you can hear me. I'm getting feedback from my side.
Go ahead, I can hear you.
All right. The reason he here, why we are in this meeting now, is because Ngozi felt the need to just do whatever it is she thinks she wants to do. And I don't have any problem with anybody. I've never had any problems with anybody here. Man, what they wrong with Ngozi's aware interject in that conversation. Ngozi, don't cut me now. Ngozi, don't cut me. You do it a lot.
I am COS. I am COS, not Ngozi.
Your name is Ngozi Orabueze, please.
Yeah, I'm the COS. This is an official meeting. Address me like that, please. Thank you.
When have you ever addressed me? Do you even remember my name? What are we talking about? Can you let me speak? Because the reason I needed to end Noreba is because Ngozi, instead of Ihi Karime, since Onyobuna Mari, since you're very smart, it would. My PM.
You can address her with her official title in the government, please. The same thing is applicable to you. So anybody who wants to address you can address you officially.
All right, my PM.